Hello, and
Hi.
welcome to episode 7 of Life in 5th grade.
Yeah, we had episode 6, but due to technical difficulties, we didn't get it out.
Yeah, I didn't quite make it the rest of the way. But that's okay. It's in cyberspace somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the cloud. It's in the cloud.
Like with our hearts that you can see above our heads because, it's St. Valentine's week here. We are having our party on Thursday, 1:30 to 2:30. If kids are going to bring cards, please make sure they don't need to put their name on it. They can put their name, but not any students' names. That way everybody gets a card.
And it's quicker that way.
It is a lot quicker that way. And then in reading, we're still working on the Toothpaste Millionaire. And writing, we're still doing pros and cons, but we're going from 1 paragraph to 2 paragraphs. That way they can start working on transitions to help them eventually write an entire paper. And in social studies, we've started economy to start working with BizTown because in a couple of weeks we're also going to do resumes, start working on resumes because they will do interviews. I think that's it. Oh, we have a test tomorrow on complex sentences. They have the notes. They've known about the test. It's been on the board. So the test comes directly from the notes that they have. So we have that tomorrow. And then also vocabulary test this week. Final test is Thursday, but they can have a practice test up until Thursday.
Math, we are doing adding, subtracting, mixed numbers this week. And then we will be doing a fractions, like mini project. I think it has to do with it's like picnic. So they have to make food for a picnic. So it uses fractions, like when you're baking and everything. So it's real life. And then next week we'll be moving on to multiplying fractions. And I'll have some videos for that because I'm going to show them conceptually what's happening first, and that can be a little tricky. Obviously, multiplying fractions itself is pretty simple, but the conceptual part is a little more difficult. But so far, only Math 2 has their quiz today for adding and subtracting fractions, but so far, the other class, all but 3 people got 100%, and the other ones were still in, I think, a B, high B. So
awesome.
Very happy with how they're doing with fractions. So that's fantastic. Science we're going to be doing in the last stage of infection detection. I'm hoping to finish that this week. And where they have to determine patient 0. So who started all this disease madness in the school. And then in religion, we'll be doing chapter 10, which is when the students receive communion at Mass. And then we'll kind of quickly go through that chapter and chapter 11 so that we can start on this sacraments and more detail to come on that. But we'll have individual projects for that. So that should be fun and engaging and different.
Yes, for sure.
So,
and we have been working with the kids and talking to the kids a lot last week, especially about being kind to each other. We're having some issues about not being so nice to each other, which happens at this stage of the game. But if you could kind of reinforce that this week, that would be great. About being kind to one another, having a little more patience. It's February, so we're all just struggling a little bit, but if you could do that, we would appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Support from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything else this week. Just trying to think.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
But do think about BizTown. So April 9th, it's the Tuesday we come back from spring break because we're going to need 8 drivers, chaperones, because we're BizTown requires us to have so many chaperones for each business. So it is a fabulous field trip. It's by far my favorite of all time, even when I was a kid. So if you can join us that day, that would be great because it's a very good experience for the students. So
it's a lot of fun. So
yes.
And the kids get a kick of having their parents come and seeing them work and stuff. So I'll be sending out an email soon about it and what is required for anybody that hasn't gone in the past. So.
Yes. Oh, and also, since we were talking about Valentine's Week Day, our students have developed quite the crushes on one another. So if you could reel that in, that'd be great. Because, we tell them they're a little young. But some of them are, I think, causing some of the meanness and unkindness because there's some jealousy issues going on. So if, maybe help us kind of steer Cupid away for a little bit,
A little
for a
bit.
while with these kids.
And like if they have an extra special gift for someone, they really should just give that to that person either after school or before school, not really during, because kids are like, but I didn't get one, and it causes a little bit of trouble. So we would appreciate
Yes.
that help too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right. Okay. See
See
ya.
ya. Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.